By Chalk Off, the official table cleaner of professional pool. The Spider, using laser technology to improve your game. And Q-Tech Cues, serious cues for serious players. You're watching the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship on Billiard Club Network.
Mr. Souquet wins the lag.
So here we are, a terrific prospect here on center table at the Q-Tech Arena here at the Conference Center in Chesapeake. Round 4 action, and what a mouth-watering prospect this is. Boy, you got enough titles out there, Danny, you probably take your shoes and socks off to count them.
Yeah, you're sure right about that. I mean, these are 2 of the top 10 players in the world on the winner's side.
Ralph Souquet, they call him the Kaiser. He's won events all over the world, as has his opponent, Earl Strickland. It's a race to 11. And this is a major hurdle, a major bump in the road for either one of these two. I think it's safe to say that this one is not going to be a runaway, no matter who wins it.
Well, the fickle break again. You know, we've had times on this table where 2-3 balls go every break, and now let's see if this is going to be an indication of the whole night. No balls on the break, and an easy start for Earl the Pearl.
Yeah, just what Earl would have been looking for here too, Danny, to start things out. I mean, obviously the pressure of a major event. First rack, tough to settle the nerves, and it is a packed house out there.
Well, we have kind of a special occasion here. Steve Mizrak is here, one of the former Open winners.
Good shot from Earl there, dropping him behind that 4 ball.
Secret of that shot was the speed. If you don't hit at that speed, you don't get the ball to bounce that wide. You know, the harder you shoot into that rail, the quicker the rail pushes it and the shorter it comes off. That was a great touch.
The break has been somewhat of a mystery on this main table. And already, with Souquet breaking the opening rack, it looks like falling to the Pearl.
You know, he doesn't take long to get them off the table. That's what I think the key to this match is. Earl staying at the table. If he has to sit a while and watch Ralph Souquet, that could affect his rhythm.
Oh, nicely played. With a little bit of left-hand spin on that cue ball, bringing it off that top cushion, and nice onto the 9. And it's the Pearl that opens accounts here. 1-0 over the Kaiser from Germany, Ralph Souquet. It's a race to 11, but Strickland out of the starting blocks.
Get the chalk off with the new and improved pool table cleaner. Just spray it out over the table and wipe it clean with the handy microfiber wiper, and your pool table is cleaner than new. Get the chalk off with this professional pool table cleaner. You get free shipping when you call us toll-free 866-774-8770 or visit us online at pooltablecleaner.com. Get the chalk off today. Are you looking for the ultimate one-stop shop for pool and billiard supplies? Then you need to visit billiardclub.net today for everything and anything you need for your home entertainment center. Our huge online store features pool cues, balls, racks, cue cases, pool table lights, training aids, and every accessory you could possibly imagine. We've got the best prices and the highest quality product you'll find anywhere. Log on today to billiardclub.net or call toll-free 866-774-8770. billiardclub.net.
And the last ball rolling trickles in the pocket.
Yeah, big chance here for Earl, too. Landing on that one. Nicely onto the 2. Looks like he's got all open work ahead of him now. Smooth sailing for Strickland.
Jim? By the way, this is Bill Incardone. I just stopped up to chat briefly with you guys. What I wanted to mention, the fact is that I was watching Earl, right when he missed that ball, by the way. I was watching Earl last night practice. This is the first time I've seen him practice in a tournament in a long, long time. He's really, really trying hard to win this tournament. He's put in a lot of time in preparation for this tournament, and I really feel strongly that he's going to do well in this tournament. That's why I stopped up. I just thought I would say that. So, how you guys doing?
Well, I get very confused up here. You two look so much alike.
Thank you again.
Jim, I told you were confused a long time ago. Okay, nice chatting with you guys. Good luck.
Billy, good to see you. Great for Billy and Cardona to stop up and say hi, folks. We'll be chatting with Billy. He's going to be helping us out with some commentary as this event progresses into the weekend, to the business stages. But I can tell you, Billy, if you'd have seen the shot Strickland just missed, you might want to change your prediction.
This is just right after he talked highly about Earl and how he worked hard. But, you know, the truth of the matter is Earl would really, really love to win this tournament because he's been sort of in a drought. And he's kind of falling out of the picture when you talk about the best players in the world, and he doesn't like that. So he's going to bear down. And the winner of this match could very well be the winner of this tournament.
Well, both of these two certainly would have come in as favorites on a lot of players' cards. I mean, they've both won this event. Nobody more than Strickland, in fact. 4-time U.S. Open champion.
I like that stroke he just laid down. He drew it straight back exactly. Good speed. Fell on the 7. Fell on the 8. It's a little bit off. He would like to have been a little fuller, but now I think he's going to have to hit a rail or two to fall on the 9. 1, 2, and it didn't hurt him any.
This is a double dagger to Strickland. Not only the fact that he should have won the rack, but now he's going to see the scoreline deadlocked at 1-1 after Souquet knocks that 9 in. It's confirmed now. So he pinches the break right back from Strickland, repays the favor, and it's 1-1 here on center court at the U.S. Open. Got a ball that time off the break, and he looks like he's beautifully positioned on the 1 with the 2 in close proximity. Rack 3 of a possible 21. Round 4 action here. Coming to you from the main arena, the Q-Tech Q Arena.
Chesapeake, Virginia. We got a standing room only crowd around this feature match. See, this is the kind of thing that could get Earl. All this deliberate watching. Earl would have already been on the 4 ball. He doesn't like this sitting and waiting.
No, but this again, this is very consistent with Ralph Souquet and how he plays. I've seen Ralph play this game all over the world, and there's one thing that's impossible to do. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not going to speed this man up. He's got a very set rhythm. He's got a routine that he follows before every shot. And he plays himself into the zone.
Yeah, he checks over all possibilities and all paths you can go from ball to ball, and he usually picks the right path.
And you can see Strickland probably still thinking about that ball that he missed. Guaranteed.
Yeah, he's talking to the fans a little bit, and his right knee is twitching. He wants to get back up there, and Ralph wants the opposite. He wants to keep him in that chair.
A little further than he may have liked. But still a nice open look at this 5.
But the thing about it is, you don't have to do anything with the cue ball but make the ball. It's far away, and I don't like to make it sound easy, but in making it, he's automatically on the next ball.
And you know something, Dan, that really has to be said, Danny, is that it shows a lot of confidence in his stroke as well. Doesn't mind leaving long distance shots.
No, he got perfect angle here. Here, center ball, pop the ball in, and you go 1 rail to the 8.
You know, when you see somebody like Ralph Souquet play this game, he is a model for anybody to follow.
That's why I call him the surgeon. Look what he's doing. He's performing an operation here on Earl.
Very talented, not nearly as naturally gifted as Earl Strickland, but he's brought out the best of his ability, the maximum, with hours of practice and hard work. And that's the reason that he enjoys the 2-1 lead here in round 4 over the 4-time world champion, WPA world champion, Earl Strickland.
Where can you find videos of the best players in the world in their entirety and without commercials? AccuStats.com. How about 8-ball, 9-ball, straight pool, 1 pocket, and 3-cushion billiards? AccuStats.com. Only one place has it all. Check out our complete catalog on the net, 24 hours a day. Where do you ask? AccuStats.com.
Go. Ralph Souquet already 4-1 in front, rack 6. It's a race to 11, round 4 action here. Wing ball down. And he's got a wide open look. Boy, I'll tell you, bottle breaks like that, you can sell them all over the world. That one was ideal.
Earl is like the poker player dog I like to talk about, you know. He's animated. If things go good, he shows it. And if the other way, he shows bad stuff. But the poker player dog in Vegas was the best poker player. But he never won.
Never won. His tail.
You know why?
The tail gave him away.
His tail wagged when he had a good hand. Now that's how Earl is.
Well, Danny, you talked about all the VIPs in attendance here, making up a packed house at the conference center in Chesapeake. Want to see if we can show you a few of them. Certainly, we get a look at, there's Janet Schimmel right in behind the trophies. I wonder if it's going to be a Q-Tech player that's going to hoist the trophy. She is the president of JS Sales, and they're distributors of Q-Tech cues. Got a great seat, and Earl Strickland, one of the main players, certainly in the Q-Tech lineup, along with Allison Fisher.
Yeah, Earl doesn't like to see this stalling and waiting, because like I say, he would have been on the 5 by now, and he's wondering, which he shouldn't do, and it's bothering him. Why does Ralph look and look at the layout when it's fairly obvious? It's just that he is cautious and wants to make sure of all possibilities.
Great recovery, though, as he landed on the 4. Well, it's not bad. No, I think he'd take that, Danny.
Well, he has to. It's the rules.
He has to. It's the rules. Part of the rules of 9-ball.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, he makes the ball. You got to shoot the next one. You can't pass it.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse.
Well, it could have gone better because if he would have hit that 7 on the nose, he would have been perfect also. This is pretty good.
Now into the top corner.
Now Earl's looking down at the floor right now. He doesn't want to watch Ralph do all this deliberate stuff. Believe me, I know him. I've played Earl a dozen times. He doesn't like this. See it? He don't want to watch. He doesn't want to watch. It'd be torture watching him. Because he knows he would have got up and shot this, and he can't imagine why Ralph isn't. Oh, well, that's going to turn out pretty good.
Yeah, just using that 7.
And he played it. That was not an accident.
Now again, you know, I remember, I got to tell you a funny story. I remember commentating a match. Earl Strickland was playing Ismael Paez in the World Championships in Cardiff, and I was doing the broadcast with a very well-known snooker player, 6-time world champion Steve Davis, and we had a picture of Earl Strickland in our camera, very similar to the one you just saw there. And I said to Steve, I said, I wonder what's going through his mind. And he just looked at me and he said, beam me up, Scotty. I mean, right now, Earl is, he's just fighting with himself.
Yeah, he refuses to watch Ralph shoot.
Important to get a nice angle from the 5 to the 6 here. In an ideal world, Ralph would like to leave that cue ball on the right-hand side as, again, you see the pearl. He just doesn't even want to look at the table, Danny.
Well, this is a strategy. He's using great control to do this because it will hurt him to watch. So he's just waiting for someone to say it's your shot, or he'll hear the clink of the Sardo rack, and that'll mean he lost the game. He's planning it. I'm telling you, I know the guy.
Well, this could be just a little short of intended position. I think Ralph was trying to get behind that 7, and now
I think you shoot the 7 in the side, center ball, and knock the 9 towards the pocket also.
Two-way shot.
Yeah. And if it doesn't go, you know, one or the other may go. You know, if the 7 goes and not the 9, he'll have an easy shot on the 9. If they both go, well, he'll win the game.
I think Strickland's either going to wait for an ooh or an ah from the crowd or the applause. That'll tell him what's happened.
Yeah.
We'll see if he applauds.
He's not even going to hit them. Oh, there it is. Just what I said.
Two-way shot. The 9 didn't go in, but it will be shortly. Ralph Souquet secures another one on his string, and the applause tells Earl Strickland what he didn't want to know. Another one goes to Ralph Souquet, 5-1 now in favor of the Kaiser.
There's Steve Mizek, great player the last 25 years, and he is going through an illness, and he would love to compete, and he just can't, but he's here.
The Miz. Boy, they one of the best-known personalities all over the world. Souquet to break, rack number 7. Ball down in the left corner. I don't think he's going to be as fortunate dropping on the 1 this time, Danny.
No, he's got a couple balls in the path. So now here we go with the push. Where do you push? Where do you push? I'll tell you what, I believe it's a lot easier with the push with Earl because you could bluff him and let him go for something that other players won't go for because he wants to shoot. Wherever Ralph pushes, I will bet he gets up and shoots because he is sitting there too long without hitting that cue ball.
Amazing.
Well, is he going to hear him call a push, or is someone going to have to tell him he pushed? Because he's certainly not looking at the action.
Well, Ralph's taking a lot of time. Earl probably doesn't know what's going on. I wonder if it's a little bit of a ploy here from Souquet. He's just nominated the push. Strickland is yet to look at the table.
Knocked one more ball off the table. We'll call Earl. Wake up, Earl. It's your shot. It's a push. He doesn't know right now. Now he waved his hand. He says, yeah, now it's my turn.
Yeah,
and it's a push.
He said, go ahead. He doesn't even want to get out of his chair. Doesn't even want to get out of his chair. You know, I'm not even sure how he's going to play the rest of this match. I mean, I've seen Earl sometimes where he just finds reason. He manufactures reasons sometimes to be very negative. And yet I've seen him like that when he's played terrific, Danny. I mean, you just can never legislate for what you're going to get from Earl Strickland.
Yeah, well, here he goes. He said, yeah, I know I'm not going to have anything.
Now he's glaring over at Souquet. Souquet having a drink.
Uh-oh, something bothered him. Now he's rubbing his eyeballs. Something bothered him there. He heard something. Look. Love to know what he's saying. This is no easy spot to start from. Didn't bother him none, though. That's a great shot when you're losing 5-1 with a guy that's going to punish you if you miss. Straight shooting, son of a gun. Watch out. Watch out. A little further. He's snookered. He has that, maybe I'm wrong deciphering it this way, but he has that I don't care kind of stroke right now.
Yeah, I've seen him use it and play pretty well.
Yeah.
But he's finding reasons right now to be negative. And I think he should be going the other path.
Right, he's not out of the match yet. I mean, he's losing, it's early in the match, really. He's losing 5-1. This could be 5-2 with his break. And I know he's strung with racks in the past. Got to find a place to break the ball. That's one reason he should be looking.
Well, the 9 goes down, and Strickland takes his second rack of the match, and the crowd trying to urge him on. 5-2. Ralph Souquet still in control. Rack number 8. Pretty good looking break. Wide open look at the 1.
Brings automatic position to the 2. 1 rail between the 7. Perfect shot. Good shot, Earl. Don't give up, pal. He's too good of a competitor to give up.
He's starting to look a little better too with each shot. I wonder if he's not got the bit between his teeth in his own way.
Well, he's at the table. You know, he's not sitting in that chair waiting for Ralph to miss. So, you know, that's pretty big. Don't get careless here. Good control.
Yeah, when he gets going, few players work that cue ball, work the angles.
Oh, man. He's supposed to say, never a doubt. That ball trickled in. It's a dry night. He doesn't waste time. He beats you painlessly when he beats you.
And it's fast, just like that. Listen to the crowd. Strickland a break and finish to get back to 5-3. He's got the break in rack number 9, but the Pearl is on the march.
Here we have a situation where we can't follow the natural path of the cue ball. The 8 and 9 are in the way. We have to play position on the 7 ball. So what we'll do here is, instead of using the natural angle of the 6, we'll create our own angle. And the way you do that is you hit the cue ball with a low left-hand English, striking the 6 right here to make it in the pocket with a low left-hand cue ball, drawing the cue ball to hit the end rail here, this rail, and the side rail, and come up for position on the 7 ball. Now this is low left, about 7 o'clock. Again, we have a situation that looks almost impossible. We have to go down table. We can't go around this way because the 8's blocking too much of the ball to play position into this corner pocket. So what we're going to do is we're going to reverse the cue ball again, strike this rail, that rail, that rail, that rail, and come back to this area for position. Now what you do there is you hit it with a low left-hand cue ball about 7 o'clock. That'll give you a spinning action like this. Now what happens when it hits this side rail, it's still doing that. So when it hits that side rail, it reverses and goes long and brings you around the table. So we'll hit the shot like this. It's a low left-hand cue ball about 7 o'clock.
Doing nothing to belie the scoreline here in Chesapeake. Souquet, you'll see nothing from him until this match is over.
The last 3 matches I did with Souquet, he never shot under 940.
Rack number 11. 7-3 in front. Looking to increase that lead, and a big break here would go a long ways to do just that.
Ball went inside again, both sides, but the head ball went inside. That one almost did.
Made 4 balls on the break. That's the first time we've seen 4 balls go in on the break here. Would you believe it? He does not have a clear look at the 4.
No, the 7 bounce. If you know, the 7 almost went in the side also. That would have been 5 balls, and Ralph would have had a shot on this 4. And this rack, I think you could have gave him the score for.
Quick update as well. Johnny Archer 6-1 in front of Mark Gregory. The Scorpion has been playing very, very well. It's a winner's bracket match.
And speaking of Mika Imminent, he has the high run on this TV table. He broke and ran 6 racks the other night.
Tony Robles up 2-0 as well. Alan Hopkins getting beat.
What's the strategy here, Jim? Where do you push here? I mean, you know, I'll tell you, I mean, the kick's not a bad shot, except you're not going to get rewarded if you kick it in. So you don't want to shoot shots that you're shooting for nothing with no reward.
Well, I think his only chance here is to try and push into this area. Well, he's actually hitting the 5. I wonder if he's going to leave a kick. Sure is. Interesting choice here.
Okay.
Boy, this is throwing the gauntlet down.
Well, Earl doesn't even look like he cares about this.
No, he's got no interest at all. He says, what do you want me to do?
You see, that was very intelligent, because just kicking that ball with that 5 where it was, he wouldn't have got rewarded if he kicked this in. Now he will get rewarded if he kicks it in. Very intelligent player.
Yeah, I got to tell you, though, that, you know, 7-3 in front, I don't want to be the one making a mistake. And I mean, the proof will be in the pudding with this shot. If he kicks this in, he's going to look like a rocket scientist. If he doesn't, he could walk away with a little egg on his face.
I'll tell you, this is very good decision, because he wasn't going to get the best of it other than doing this. Get it?
Got it.
You see, if he left that 5 where it was, he would have been snookered. So what a great shot, and it all worked. And Earl is sorry right now he didn't get up and kick it.
Well, Strickland applauded.
Yeah. But that's an easier shot for the guy leading 7-3 than the guy losing 7-3. So that's an advantage. Great shot.
Boy, he has really impressed me, not only with his stroke and the way that he's gone about his business at the table, but the way he's been thinking. He came totally prepared for this match in every aspect.
Well, that's what I maintained my whole career. Everybody misses balls, but don't make mental decisions wrong. That will get it. This, right now, this is like one of my favorite layouts. I don't know about you. I get out from here a real lot. See it? Automatic, pop, pop. Earl went to sleep this time, I think. He's colorful even in defeat.
Well, you've really got to tip your hat, though, to Ralph Souquet. I mean, he has done the business here. In the main stage, when it counts most, the Kaiser has stood up and he's come to play. Now leads Earl Strickland 8-3. And that's what welcomes Ralph Souquet to the table right now in rack 12. One of the few dry breaks. Oh no, 6 finds its way to that side pocket. And look at this.
Yeah.
The one clear path to the top left corner, and he has to do nothing with the cue ball. The 2 at his mercy over the other side.
This is truly a connected dots rack. Look at this. Shoot the 1, stick the cue ball, shoot the 2, stick the cue ball, and the 3 is right there.
Souquet looking mechanical. We're going to have to check to see if he's got a pulse.
Pulse, he might have gears and wires inside his body. He might be bionic.
This has been a clinical display of 9-ball. I mean, the chances that Strickland has had in this match have really been at a premium.
Yeah, he sure hasn't had many.
And even the crowd, I sense that the crowd wants Strickland to get going, Danny. When he's won a couple of those racks, they really got behind him. It was a lot louder.
Well, I'll tell you what I've always said about this game. Its own difficulty hurts it because the public doesn't really understand a lot of things, and they may be missing some of this stuff that Souquet is doing right now. Like when he kicked that ball out of the way and left himself snookered so that if he kicked the ball on the side, he'd have a shot. I don't know if the whole audience appreciated that.
To this stage, it's been some kind of performance from the former world champion. He won this event 3 years ago. And apparently, he wasn't comfortable with the way that that green jacket felt. He wants to add another to his wardrobe, and the way he's playing right now, he's sending a message to every player in this event. Because believe me, it travels like wildfire. When you get a performance like this, everybody hears about it.
Perfection. We got to get the stats after this rack.
If anything, Danny, he's making this game look too easy.
Oh, look at this. He's going to shoot it left-handed. The guy's amphibious.
9-3. One-way traffic headed Ralph Souquet's direction. In complete control here at the Q-Tech Q Arena. The Kaiser on the march.
This championship is played with the Super Aramith Pro Cup set, the professional ball set that guarantees ultimate precision in your game. Now this top quality set with its through hardened surface, its beautifully engraved numbers, and its new red dotted Pro Cup cue ball comes in a unique value pack, including also the Aramith ball cleaner, the microfiber cleaning cloth, and the Jimmy Rempe training cue ball with its manual. The Super Aramith Pro Cup set, a value pack built for the player who loves the game.
Get the chalk off with the new and improved pool table cleaner. Just spray it out over the table and wipe it clean with the handy microfiber wiper, and your pool table is cleaner than new. Get the chalk off with this professional pool table cleaner. You get free shipping when you call us toll-free 866-774-8770 or visit us online at pooltablecleaner.com. Get the chalk off today.
There's the break off, rack 16.
Made a ball and has position on the 1.
If you could just slot 6 more breaks like that in, counting this one.
And try to win the rack. We'll see. Okay. Got to fall on the 2. That's the whole rack. And he got there. Close, but he got there. And he even got an angle now to go to the 3. Oh, man. He didn't have a shot at that? No, I guess not. He was froze on it. He played it safe. And he went back to sleep.
Those chairs must be very comfortable.
No. When your opponent's running out, you're sitting in the electric chair, pal.
Well, he's been talking to someone behind his chair pretty much the whole match. Different intervals. Whoever he can probably find that'll listen. (10-5) the scoreline. Just to remind you, it's a race to 11. Souquet wants one more win for a place in round 5.
Good kick, and he might leave Earl a little bit tricky here. Not really. He has the pocket with a little helper.
Yeah, that 3 is going to just make that pocket a little bigger for him. Though we didn't need the 3.
That's usually the way it is. When you got a kicker that'll help you, you usually go right in cleanly, right?
Goes through them as quick as anybody.
He sure does.
Deadly accurate. 8 and 9 to get back to 10-6. One ball, one rack at a time. That's your score line here in the main stage, 10-6. Strickland pulls one more back, and for the second time in this match, he wins 2 racks in a row. He's got to win the last 5 to pull this one out of the fire. Rack 17. Nothing down.
Made noise.
Nothing easy on the 1 though for Souquet.
Well, he has a bank with pretty easy position, but he has a safe that's a little bit better. I might consider shooting this bank.
Whether he's won racks, whether he's lost racks, Danny, he's assumed the same position in his chair.
He hates losing. Anyone who hates losing wants to win.
Well, show me someone that enjoys losing, I'll show you a loser.
Yeah.
What a great shot from Souquet there. Using that 4 in the middle of the table to halt the progress of the 1. What a kick! What a kick shot from Strickland in reply.
Well, he left nothing, but there are pretty easy safeties here.
Sometimes when you just throw caution to the wind and start letting your cue go like that, it can be very disconcerting for your opponent. And I'm just wondering if Souquet hasn't fallen into that trap a little bit. feels like he's got an opponent that doesn't care, just throwing his cue at the balls.
That's not bothering a Ralph Souquet.
Now, if I could pick one player it wouldn't bother, it would probably be Souquet.
Yeah. He's going to play it safe here for sure. What kind of a safe? You going to try to put him behind the 6, or are you going to try to go further than that? I think it's going to be a soft go behind the 6. That's what he did.
And again, using the 7 to hold the progress of the 1, just to ensure the safety is exactly as he expected it to turn out.
Yeah. See if he can hit this. If he doesn't, this could be the end of him. What's this going to do? Well, he left the shot this time.
Yes, a gilt-edged opportunity now for the Kaiser to try and seal the deal. Yeah. Players, I was going to say, Danny, players like Ralph Souquet and the Torsten Homans, and all the players that come over from Europe, these stars of European and Asian soil, when they come over to America to contest the U.S. Open, they don't come here to do well. They come here to win the event.
And they're all very serious players. Here we go. He pocketed the 1, and it looks like the 2 to the 3 is no problem. I don't think you would roll this. I think you would hit a little below center and force it forward at this distance, you know, to get to the 3. He may do either. You know, you can roll this all right, but have confidence you could pop it in too. He did the roll stroke.
He's left himself a little angle on this 3 to get that cue ball tracking upwards towards that 4. I wonder if Strickland sees the end is near.
It's close. The end is close. Because I can't see anything to stop Ralph here. I mean, position is easy. The shot is going to be easy. The next position is easy. And you know what? Earl is removing his hockey gloves.
Yes, I think Strickland, believing in his mind that the handshake isn't too far away.
You know, in the past, when it wasn't against the rules, he would throw a rack like this in. He's throwing in with me on the 5 ball. Of course, we have rules about that now. Well,
4 steps away.
4 steps away, and easy steps it looks like. If anything, the 7 to the 8 could be a little problem, but not for a great player like Ralph. I mean, that's just the only thing. If Earl was hoping to get to the table again, this looks like maybe 50-yard line-ish.
No.
Yeah, this is no real bargain.
It couldn't really have worked any worse. As bad as it could have turned out, is there one more chapter before this book is closed?
Can he draw the ball past the side pocket? That's the whole story. Might be a little too thin a hit for that.
It almost looks like he could cut this in. Due to his choice of pockets, he's just got to try and avoid that side pocket, as you said. Just concentrate on the cut. It looks like the natural angle should bring the cue ball back towards the 8.
Well, is he going to draw it past the side, or is he going to go 1 rail in front of the side? It looks like he's cueing it low, doesn't he? No, he's hitting it high. He's going 1 rail in front of the side, right to the 8. 2 rails, actually, but Earl, they're going to have to wake Earl up again. Come on, Earl, time to go to work.
Just decide which cue and get that cue glove back on.
You know, when Earl plays now, if he's going to continue this, they should have a little alarm clock next to the chair. When it's his shot, let the alarm ring.
Not easy, though, getting from the 7 to the 8 here, though, Danny, is it?
No, better hit the cue ball a little low. You don't want to hit this full with a high ball. See it? See it? That high ball caused the cue ball not to go long. He had to hit it a little thinner or a little lower. Well, that was a great shot, because if it didn't go, he had him snookered.
What about this then? The Pearl.
10 to
A little bit of magic here on center stage. 10-7. A little more action left in this one.
Are you looking for the ultimate one-stop shop for pool and billiard supplies? Then you need to visit billiardclub.net today for everything and anything you need for your home entertainment center. Our huge online store features pool cues, balls, racks, cue cases, pool table lights, training aids, and every accessory you could possibly imagine. We've got the best prices and the highest quality products you'll find anywhere. Log on today to billiardclub.net or call toll-free 866-774-8770. billiardclub.net.
Strickland, as Ralph Souquet looks on, has some fight left in him yet. Getting set to break here in rack number 18. Needs a ball down on the break. And he got one.
You know what? What's he moaning about?
I like to see you call that.
He says the ball came off bottom cushion, hit that ball in the middle of the table, and knocked it in. There we go. He got one off the break. That was the first order of business. And Danny, they don't look too bad.
Oh no, and this would bring him to 10-8. He's not out of this match.
That's a horrible shot.
Why I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what this is. He has nothing. He's going to play something. Yeah, I don't think he was thinking much when he shot that ball.
The tide is turning, though. All of a sudden, the rolls are starting to favor Strickland a little bit. Played a very bad positional shot from the 2 to the 3. And in kicking that, Danny, have a look at the way these ones have stopped.
They stopped for Earl. They stopped for Earl. I wonder what's going through Ralph Souquet's mind right now.
He can see this. I believe the left edge. Is he contemplating trying to cut this right down past the 9 into the bottom right corner?
Well, if you don't have a safe, shoot at a white flag. That's what I always say. You know, don't play a phony safe and lose that way. You know, and that's exactly what he was thinking, and he got a little fortunate. The ball, he missed the ball, and it went off the ball into the pocket, and he has perfect position.
Off the 9 and in.
You know. And I believe Earl may have been watching that one.
Yeah, I don't think he appreciated that one. Of all the shots, he would rather have had his head in his hand. It probably would have been that one. I just get the feeling that Souquet can't play around anymore. He's got to try and close this one out. Strickland's starting to breathe down his neck.
Right, and if Earl would have concentrated a little better and got position, it would have been 10-8 with him breaking. That's not far out of the woods. I'm sure Ralph will take care of business this time, because it's easy to figure out the math. Earl was in the match had he got out this rack, but I think Earl could take his glove off this time and keep it off.
Yeah, he hasn't removed it this time, has he?
No.
And Souquet just 2 balls away from knocking Strickland to the loser's bracket. He's going to have to fight his way back. And that's never easy going. And this 9 will punctuate a great performance from the Kaiser. And there it is. The game fight back from Strickland falls just short. Ralph Souquet runs home an 11-7 winner over Earl Strickland here in the U.S. Open. Well, folks, it was a good one. The Kaiser prevailed. For Danny DiLiberto, I'm Jim White. So long for now.